So the fermented product that I made is kimchi. So the ingredients needed in making this product are 1 Chinese cabbage, 3/4 cup of salt, 4 cups of water, 1/2 cup of cornstarch, 3/4 cup of fish sauce, 3/4 cup of gochugaru or Korean chili powder, 2 tablespoons of grated garlic, 2 tablespoons of minced onion, 1 tablespoon of minced ginger, 1 cup of radish, 3/4 cup of sliced green onions, 1/2 cup of shredded carrots. So these are the ingredients that I bought in making this product. In making this product, we have a 10-step procedure. First is to cut the Chinese cabbage into quarters and remove the bottom part. Second is to cut the cabbage into bite-sized pieces and place them in a large tub or bowl. Third is to sprinkle 3/4 cup of salt over the cabbage and add 4 cups of water. Make sure to mix it well. Fourth is to let the cabbage sit for 1 hour, mixing it with your hands every 20 minutes to ensure that the salt is evenly distributed. Make sure to wash your hands before mixing. Fifth, while the cabbage is soaking, make the porridge by adding 3 cups of water and 1/2 cup of cornstarch to a saucepan. Stir and cook until it has a thick, sticky texture. Set aside to cool. 6. After 1 hour, rinse the cabbage in cold water 3 times to clean it thoroughly. Drain the cabbage and set aside. 7. In a large bowl, mix together the porridge, 3/4 cup of fish sauce, 3/4 cup of gochugaru or Korean chili powder, 2 tablespoons of grated garlic, 2 tablespoons of minced onion, and 1 tablespoon of minced ginger. 8 is to add 1 cup of radish, 3/4 cup of green onions sliced, and 1/2 cup of shredded carrots to the mixture and mix again. 9th is to add the cabbage to the mixture and mix it until everything is evenly coated. 10th is to transfer the kimchi to a container and store it in a cool place. So this is a 10-day documentation timeline that I made throughout the fermentation process. In December 27, 2022 at 3:46 p.m. on the initial day of our experiment, it appears that the gochugaru or Korean chili powder has not fully integrated into the mixture yet. Visible particles of the powder can still be seen. In December 28, 2022 at 3:34 p.m. on the second day of the process, we are beginning to see some changes in the mixture. Although they are not particularly noticeable at this point, the gochugaru or Korean chili powder has not yet fully dissolved into the mixture, but it is starting to. In December 29, 2022 at 3:27 p.m. on the third day of making kimchi, we noticed that the sauce or mixture had started to form a paste-like consistency. This was due to the addition of cornstarch which we used to make the porridge. Cornstarch is a great ingredient for thickening sauces and gave our kimchi sauce the desired texture. In December 30, 2022 at 3:39 p.m. on the fourth day of the fermentation process, significant changes can be observed. The gochugaru or Korean chili powder has fully integrated and transformed into a paste-like consistency. This paste begins to settle and will eventually start to descend to the bottom of the jar. In December 31, 2022 at 4:07 p.m., as the days progressed, we noticed that the sauce or mixture gradually changed in color from a red-orange hue to a more reddish shade. This transformation may be attributed to the gochugaru or Korean chili powder, which has fully dissolved into the mixture and contributed to its new color. In January 1, 2023 at 3:08 p.m., on the sixth day of the fermentation process, the kimchi mixture begins to separate into 2 distinct layers. The top layer is composed of water, while the bottom layer is a thick paste made up of cornstarch and gochugaru or Korean chili powder. This separation is a clear indication that the fermentation process is well underway and that the kimchi is starting to develop its characteristic flavor and texture. In January 2, 2023 at 4:13 p.m. on the 7th day, the water and paste in the jar continue to separate. The water settles at the top of the jar while the paste remains at the bottom. This is a result of the difference in densities between the 2 substances, causing them to separate based on their weight and relative densities. In January 3, 2023 at 3:54 p.m. on the 8th day of our fermentation experiment, we can notice that the separation between the paste and water in the jar was consistently increasing. Additionally, we observed that small amounts of water were present in the middle section of the jar. This suggests that the fermentation process is progressing and the separation between the paste and water is continuing to develop. In January 4, 2023 at 4:45 p.m., on the 9th day of the experiment, there were no significant differences observed compared to the previous day. The process of the separation of water and the paste is still ongoing and has remained unchanged from the previous days. In January 5, 2023 at 4:15 p.m., on the 10th and final day of the experiment, it is clear that the separation between the water and the paste has progressed significantly. Not only a noticeable amount of water can be seen in the center of the container, but it has also reached almost the bottom of the jar. This demonstrates that the constant movement of the water and paste over the duration of the experiment. And that sums up my food fermented product project for today.